lot of books to go over today. So let's chat about them. Hi friends, hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Serena, if you happen to be new here, and welcome to probably the biggest haul in a long time on this channel. I have been hoarding these books, not posting a haul for I think all of 2024 so far, and we're only 8 weeks in, and I have a lot of books to talk about. So, not really gonna go in any sort of order, honestly. I'm kind of just gonna pull from the stack and chat about them. So, yeah, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 books. I need to be cut off. The mix of genres here is pretty interesting. We have fantasy, romance, contemporary, no thrillers. Yeah, fantasy, romance, and contemporary. So let's just dive right into it. First one that I have on the pile is Sanctuary of the Shadow by Aurora Asher. This one I picked up back in January. It's actually on my birthday. That I saw it at Barnes & Noble and I was like, oh, this is really pretty. Like, look at the sprayed edges here. There's nothing on the bottom or the top, but the cover also stunning. It was kind of giving Caraval, but this seems better than Caraval. I have my gripes with that series and the spinoff, Once Upon a Broken Heart, I think. Yeah. That's not what this video is about, so we're not gonna talk about it. This is also like giving a circus kind of vibes, and that's also why I bought it, because I said, you know what, this seems good, let me give it another try. So that's this one. I go into my books completely and totally and utterly blind, so I really don't know much about them, unless it's like one that I have researched and have looked into. So yeah, I don't know what many of these are about, but we're just gonna kind of go with the flow, go with the vibes here. The next one I recently picked up, actually we'll just take these 4 because I recently, as of last night, picked them up. The first one is The Honey Don't List by Christina Lauren, and I just second guessed myself on the title of it. That's why I was like, wait, what? I have not read a Christina Lauren book since last June. And I am mad about that because I love their writing and I love their books. Haven't read a bad one by them yet. And this was just on the shelf at Barnes & Noble. So I said, yeah, I'll get it. I'll take it home with me. Again, no idea what this is about. I just want to go through Christina Lauren's backlist and like their more recent backlist. And this one was calling my name. So I picked it up. I'm excited for it. I have no idea when I'm gonna read it because Valentine's Day literally just passed and this cover makes me think of Valentine's Day, but I will get to it. As the typical bookstagrammer says, I'll get to it when I get to it. It'll be on a TBR. The next one I picked up is The Cruel Prince. Talking way too fast, by Holly Black. I have been wanting this book, I kid you not, for like 2 years and I've just never picked it up. So yesterday, because I had like a really bad day yesterday, so I was like, I'm gonna go to Barnes & Noble. And I picked up this one. It was part of the buy one get one half off deal, but somehow I never picked up another one that was half off. So I just bought the one. This one, fantasy, that's all I know about it so far, and there's a crown, so I'm assuming that we are fighting over something or someone. This is a series. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think these are all part of this series. And this is just book 1. So I'm trying to get better at just buying the first book in a series and not buying the whole series before I read it. But that's contrary to the next book in this pile here, aside from the next 2 I'm gonna go over because that's part of the series. But I'm trying, okay? Trying. This one I will be reading very soon because I want to do a whole fantasy vlog with like different kinds of fantasy books. So I think that's gonna be part of it. The next one, I don't know if I can like kind of show this cover without getting flagged. Let's try this. Two Carrie Maniscalco, I think is how you pronounce her last name, books. This one is Kingdom of the Feared. There's just a skull on the cover, so I don't want to get like flagged or anything. But it looked really good, and I have seen this on BookTube. So this series and the Stalking Jack the Ripper series are both phenomenal by Cara Maniscalco, so I'm excited to read these two. Have been seeing them all over BookTube, wanted to pick them up, and I did. Now I have them, and I'm gonna read them. I also have to read Throne of the Fallen, because I know there's a second book to that one coming out, but the more iffy reviews that I see on that one, the lower it goes on my TBR, which is kind of sad because the cover is absolutely stunning. So maybe I just have to like get over it and just read it and get it done. Next on my list, which is why I was saying that I need to get better at just buying the first book, Hopeless by Elsie Silver. I have the other 4 books already, so I just needed this one. And it was kind of funny because when I picked this one up, I genuinely thought I had it. Like I genuinely thought this series was only 4 books. And then I saw this had a release date and I was like, oh, weird. Okay, it'll go on the shelf with the rest of the series. And now at least I can say that if I want to binge this, I can. Because I have all the other books now and I have this one as well. The next one on my list is a 12 books from 12 friends recommendation, and it's Scythe, I think is how you pronounce it, by Neal Shusterman. And this is like a dystopian, the world's ending, there's like no pain, no, hold on, I'll read it actually. No disease, no war, no misery. Humanity has conquered all of those things and has even conquered death. Now the Scythes are the only ones who can end life, and they are commanded to do so in order to keep the size of the population under control. I'm like due for a good like apocalyptic end of the world, like doomsday kind of read. Not saying that like I'm down in the dumps or anything like that, but I have just been reading a lot of fantasy and a lot of rom-coms, so this is like a really good palate cleanser. So I'm excited to read this. I think once I finish Crescent City and Kingdom of Ash, I will give this one a go and just like do a little palate cleanse of some sort. Next on my pile here is Magnolia Park's Into the Dark. I actually will be starting this one very, very soon, within the next couple of days. It's just stunning. I am petrified to go into this after how Daisy Hates and The Great Undoing, I think is the title. Yeah, it's The Great Undoing. How that one ended, this makes me scared. This makes me really scared, so I want to be able to dedicate the proper time that it needs to this book. I don't want to listen to the audiobook, I just want to read it because I have annotated the other 2. I never really got to annotate The Great Undoing, and I'm kind of mad about that. So once I do my reread of the series, I will be annotating that one. But I'm specifically going to read this one and annotate this one because 700 pages of Magnolia, BJ, Christian, just all of them, it needs its dedicated time. It needs its, like I just said, it needs its dedicated time. The next one that I brought home with me, actually, I'm missing the other one. It should be in this pile too, but Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows, I bought both of them in 2024. I don't know why I didn't put Divine Rivals in this pile. I guess because I already shelved it, like I bought it so early in the year. I am so excited for this series. I feel like I'm the last person on the face of the planet to read both of these books. So is another one. I want to give it the proper time it deserves. I don't want to rush it. I don't want to listen to the audiobook. I just want to read these cover to cover. And I'm really not a hardcover girly, but I will 100% do it for this series. The next one on my pile, which I was actually very, surprised that it came out as a hardcover first, is The Women by Kristen Hanna. I love Kristen Hanna. She can literally write like a shopping list and I would read it. Anything that she writes is just, oh my goodness, you're transported into another world, another time, another land, and you're right there with these characters. And I think the audiobook of this one is narrated by Julia Whalen. And if it is, I may go out of my way to get that audiobook because I love her, and she narrated The Great Alone, and I think with her narration, that's why I fell so deeply in love with Great Alone. So if she's doing this one too, I will do the audiobook of this book because Julia Whalen will just make it even more perfect than it already is. The next 2 on my pile, one of them was a pre-order. One of them actually was sent to me by the publisher, which I am forever grateful for because I did not think I was going to get this book. And it is The Long Way Down and Some Kind of Perfect, both by Krista and Becca Ritchie, both part of the Addicted Calloway Sisters series. And I'm just still shook that I was able to receive this one as an early, even though it's already published, but like an early copy with the new cover on it. I am just forever grateful. So thank you, Berkeley, if you happen to be watching this. I am not up to these books yet. I am still on, I just finished, oh my goodness, the blue one, Kiss the Sky. So I have to read Hothouse Flower, Thrive, Addicted, After All, yep, Feel the Fire, and then these two. And I think I'm done. But some people say this is a 12-book series, and then some people say it's a 10-book series. So I need to look into that more and see what books I'm missing. And if they're like spin-offs from other characters, like their friends in the book, or if they're actually the Calloway sisters. So that'll decide whether I do the 12 books or not. But if anybody has any input on that, let me know in the comments below, please. The next one I picked up is Red String Theory. I know absolutely nothing about this book other than the cute cover, and I have seen a few people on Bookstagram read it and say that it was phenomenal, really great. I think this one takes place around the Lunar New Year. Again, don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure, but the fact that Christina Lauren said I devoured this on front, so that makes it a must for me. And it's quick. I think it's all of 300-ish pages. Yeah, 321 pages. Had to. So, such a cute cover. It seems like it's gonna be really good, so stay tuned for when I review it. Next on my pile here is A Not So Meet Cute by Megan Quinn. I've been seeing Megan Quinn books circulate Bookstagram like it's nobody's business. So I had to pick one up. I think her books are Kindle Unlimited too, but I did want at least one physical copy from her, so I picked up this one. I hope it's not a series because now I'm looking at the back cover and there's two more. Okay, it says discover the rest of the Kane Brothers series. So this is book 1, which is good because I have done that before where I buy book 2 or 3 and not realize that it's part of a series. So book 1, cool, got that. This was not really on my radar until I read the back of it, and it is Lightlark by Alex Astor. And this one says on the back, welcome to the Centennial. Every 100 years, the island of Lightlark appears for only 100 days to host a deadly game where the rulers of the 6 realms fight to break their curses and win unparalleled power. Each ruler has something to hide. Each curse is uniquely wicked. To break them and save themselves in their realm, one ruler must die. So we got some betrayal, we got some cheating, we got some like deception, fantasy-esque kind of read. Haven't seen too much about it on Instagram. I did see some really good reviews though on BookTube, which is exciting. And I think that's where I got this from, like recommended from BookTube. So yeah, excited to read it. Again, not sure when, but nonetheless, will be read. The next one I have is Bride by Ali Hazelwood, and this was not on my radar whatsoever. Oh, there's another one, Ali Hazelwood, that I bought this year. That one was Checkmate or Check and Mate. This one was not on my radar. I wasn't sure how I felt about Ali Hazelwood diving into like the vampires and werewolves, but I wanted to give her another chance because I feel like I was too harsh on my rating way back when of The Love Hypothesis, and maybe I just needed like some time to like figure it out again. And I figured with Checkmate and Bride that maybe it would work out and I would like at least one of them or both of them. The last one, certainly not least, is Crescent City House of Flame and Shadow. This is the Walmart edition of it. I have not started this one yet. I am actually very nervous. This is another one that I'm very nervous to start. I saw all the hype on Bookstagram. Did I participate in the hype? Yeah, I did. There's a couple posts of this book without me even reading it. The reviews that I'm seeing, they're kind of hit and miss. So I'm rather nervous to read it. I am about 75 actually % through House of Sky and Breath. So I'm finishing it soon, and I am going to be reading this in March. So look out for my review on it, and then we'll chat about it in the monthly wrap up that'll go up at the end of March. So yeah, I don't know. I'm very nervous. I have had some of this book and some of Sky and Breath spoiled, so I'm really trying not to think about that. And I know, the book's been out for 2 years now. I get it. But I wasn't there yet, okay? I was not in the Mass universe. I have just embarked on my journey of the Mass universe starting in, I think it was 2022 with ACOTAR. And then from there, started Throne of Glass last year, finishing it up this year, and then reading Crescent City this year. So yeah, not all of us were there yet. So that's why I like to say, just don't tell me anything. Just let me come to you when I want to chat about it and open the door to talk about spoilers and theories and all that stuff. So that's my pile, or now 2 piles, but that pile was literally up to here when we first started. I'm excited about all of these books. I'm nervous about a lot of these books because they have so much hype surrounding them, and I don't want to be let down. But when I finally do go pick these books up, I will be wiping any expectations and just going in fresh, fun, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, that's the book haul. And then part 2 of this video is going to be me shelving them because I need to reorganize all of this. It's just getting very out of hand. So we'll probably have a chatty vlog sometime in the next couple of weeks to just organize and reshelve and scan books. I want to make that a thing. So yeah, that's not gonna happen in today's video though. That's gonna be in a future one because that one's gonna be pretty long. I will see you guys in my next video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and comment down below if you've read any of these books, what you thought about them. No spoilers, none, no spoilers. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.